Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss DeAngelis with your skills lesson today. Let's take a look at what we're going to be learning. We're going to review the 5 W's. We will go over our story map, and then we will write a final draft together of the narrative we did yesterday. The writing process. First, you have to plan, draft, then edit. What are the 5 W questions? Do you remember from yesterday? Right. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are all questions we have to answer when telling a story. So the name of our tale was A Trip to Fort Ricky. And remember, you don't have to write this again because you already have it. So I'm just reviewing with you what we already have done and how we're going to turn it into our final draft. Who was your teacher's name? So either you went with Miss D, Miss Cavo, or Miss Shibley, your classmates, and I, the narrator. Where and when? Well, it was at Fort Ricky in Rome, New York, and we went in September 2019. We had our first, then, and at the end statements. So first, we said, we got off the bus and the zookeepers told us the rules. Then, my friends and I were able to go explore the zoo. We also got to pet and hold baby goats. At the end, we were able to play in the big ball pit and jungle gym. We had fun. Personal narratives. So the first sentence of a personal narrative should introduce the narrator and other important characters and also identify the setting, specifying where and when the event took place. So let's take a look to write it together. What you're going to do now is you're going to take out a separate sheet of paper, okay? And what you're going to do is on that first line of the paper, you are going to write in the middle the title of the story, which is A Trip to Fort Ricky. Please make sure you are writing neatly. You can't have any floating letters, okay? And you also want to pause the video because I'm going to talk a little bit faster than you're going to be able to write, which is totally okay. So now we have our first part, we have our title. This is telling us what the story is going to be about. Now we're doing our introduction sentence, which is going to tell us when and where and who. In September of 2019, I went on a field trip with my teachers and my friends. We went to Fort Ricky in Rome, New York, period. Please notice in the beginning of my paragraph, I indented, which should be a 2-finger space indent for every new paragraph. And a paragraph is a few sentences put together. So only at the first sentence of your paragraph are you doing that indentation. First, we got off the bus, and then the zookeeper told us the rules. So this is the middle of my essay and my personal narrative. I am starting a new paragraph. So again, in the beginning of this sentence, I have 2 finger spaces before the word first. Then, my friends and I were able to go explore the zoo. We also were able to pet and hold the baby goats, period. This is my third paragraph, so I'm also going to put a 2-finger space in the front of the first sentence only. At the end of the field trip, we were able to play in the big ball pit and jungle gym. We had fun. I had a great time and learned a lot about all of the animals. Pause the video if you need time to write. Usually, when you write a personal narrative, It is not usually written like the one we have drafted. So remember, the next time that you're going to write your own personal narrative, there's going to be more about just you and another specific character in the story to a specific event. But we wrote this one as more like we because we were doing a whole class one so that we could all practice doing it together. For homework, I want you to brainstorm what your personal narrative could be about because you'll be writing your own tomorrow. Great job today, guys. Don't forget to send a picture of your work to your teacher.